This is Goodwin, and I want to thank you for picking Hunting Wabbits 2, A Bad Hair Day, for your smart music system. I'm sitting here with the great lead trumpet player of the Big Fat Band, Wayne Bergeron.
Hello.
Hello. And we're going to talk a little bit about this nutty chart. Maybe the hardest chart in the book.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know, man.
You know, from overall, with the woodwinds and the piccolo and everything, I always think of just the trumpet. It's not the hardest trumpet chart, but the hardest chart to put together, possibly, yeah.
Well, look at the end of it.
Yeah, no, I know. It's a blow. I played it, I remember.
Well, this particular version of this score actually has a little bit more than you may be aware of, because it has a lot of woodwinds, so we decided that maybe not every high school has flute and bass clarinet and piccolo and all that stuff. So we wrote saxophone parts, so you can play it with just saxophones.
Oh, okay.
Now, you also might remember a gig that we did with the Big Fat Band, and we happened to have a full string section harp, so I wrote harp and strings. So now, all that's included on this score, so if you've got an orchestra in your school, you know, bring them on over and play this crazy piece of music. It's actually one of my favorite compositions that I've been able to write, and it's because it's one of those things that came to me quite quickly. Some things you grind them out, you know, takes a lot of thought and work, and some things just seem to flow right out. And for some reason, this was one of those things. The melody came to me fully intact, you know. And so now we don't do this in the gig anymore. It's kind of a, you know, it's a long piece, so you have to kind of try to fit it in the set the right way, you know. But it takes a lot of putting together, you know. It's like a piece of classical music. Yeah. And especially you got all the time changes.
Yeah, we got some 7/8 going on in here, you know, some odd meter stuff. And it's kind of a classical approach on this, like on the other Hunting Wabbits too, you know.
Right.
Very much, you know. Even though we have cut mutes in this one, we have you were talking about the mute colors. On the other thing, we have some different mute things going on this.
Well, you know, this one actually, instead of going to a swing fill in the middle at bar 91, it stays more of a contemporary straight eighth feel, you know. So, you know, in that regard, there's not quite the same contrast in styles as in the original Hunting Wabbits. But, you know, I think that essentially you're able to put in maybe more vibrato or scoops or kind of more contemporary horn phrasing once you get to that segment. But really, you know, we get out of that pretty quickly and back into bar 139, where
the development section starts happening there, and then we're back into more of a classical, cartoony kind of thing. It really sounds like cartoons at 151, though. We're like, that sounds like Bugs Bunny to me. You know?
Yeah. Well, it was kind of meant to do that.
No, it's cool. And the thing about this is, stuff has to be played with conviction. And like, it can't be played like big band players. It can't go it can't have that kind of way. It needs to be light and crisp, and so that contrast there. Otherwise, it'll sound corny, I think.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't play with conviction and play with the right style.
Well, you know, this takes a lot of technical acumen to play it. Like if you're looking at bar 161, which is a
that's the hardest lick in the book right there.
Isn't it? Or the double tonguing?
Yeah. But it's dugga 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 dugga. So we're going, you know, some intervals to play there.
You got a big powerful thing to fall on top of that. Well, you know, how do you get your arms around something like that?
Well, I mean, double tonguing is like one of those things with the metronome. You sit and you practice this tempo, then you play at a certain tempo for a week, then you bump your metronome up one notch, and you do the, you know, you're practicing 16th notes.
Now, if you're a first trumpet player playing this song, would it help to play this down an octave and get the tonguing, or is it a different mechanism when you're the lower register?
It's a different mechanism, yeah, because up high your tongue level is higher and there's some other things happening. If you had a first trumpet player that couldn't double tongue that, which is very likely because this is really hard. If you didn't do a and everybody else with the woodwinds could do it and stuff, the effect would still be there.
Right. Or what about you could go
or something. Cheat it a little bit, whatever you have to do to get the thing out.
Yeah. That's all fair game, folks. You know. I mean, I think that's cool. You know, to try to capture the intent of what the composer did. At least, you know, that's kind of my philosophy about it. And but I think if you put the work in, you know, you're gonna we have a great time playing this chart. I actually think I want to pull it out and play it a little bit more. But I gotta tell you, we have the third part of the Hunting Wabbits trilogy is done. It's at the copyist right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going to read it down at our next rehearsal and see what's up with that. So I think 3 is probably enough of the Wabbit series, but
because we're going to be really old by the time 4 comes out, you know.
that's true. True enough. You know. Well, if you want to see the great Wayne Bergeron, learn more about him, go to his website,
WayneBergeron.com.
All right. You want to learn more about me or the Big Fat Band, go to GordonGoodwin.com. Thanks again for choosing Hunting Wabbits 2 with your smart music system. This is Gordon
And Wayne.
See you later.
Bye.